Welcome back to the battlefield. We are going to kick off today's episode with chasing down the army called the Purifying Flames.
Ready for battle.
Now, I think I want this army to initiate the battle.
For honor and great glory.
Well, they don't quite have the movement range to initiate the battle. So we'll go ahead and chase in here with the Bearers of Truth and get this underway. Let's see, they have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units of cavalry. That's quite a few. I have more than that in one army, and I have a second army as well. Of course, I think the second army only has like 1 or 2 units of cav. It looks to be a pretty much wide open battlefield, which is great for me, because I've got the numbers, so this makes it wide open and easy for me to flank the enemy. My reinforcements actually couldn't even reach. I didn't notice that until just now. But my army is substantially better than theirs in quality. So this still should be pretty easy. Now I'm gonna run. The plan here is just get my axes in melee, because a lot of their spear units are hybrid missile units. And the sooner I can get them in melee, the better.
Heavy horse at your command.
Alright, let's see what this looks like. So they are retreating. It's a little odd. Or are they just reforming? They're just reforming. Not quite a full-on retreat yet. Although, if they were smart, they would retreat. Now, I have to send my spears to help out with the cavalry engagements because they do have so much shock cav. Check out the rock. The only bit of landscape in this entire area that is not just rolling dunes.
Riders.
Right, let's go ahead and keep moving forward some more. These axemen can run. I don't think the battle will last long enough for fatigue to be too much of a problem. So I just want to get my axemen out in front.
Infantry at your command.
Right, it's time for everyone to start running.
Ready. Heavy horse at your command. Orders.
Because once we close the gap with our missile troops, I'm sure they will come charging at us.
Archers. Ready.
Okay, they're reforming a little bit. Nothing to worry about there. At least not yet.
As you wish.
Go ahead and keep the horse archers moving forward and let them fire at will, just to try and make sure they get to use all of their ammo.
We await your orders. Orders, my lord.
Okay, none of them have range on me just yet, so maybe I should use the horse archers to initiate this. Draw them towards me just a little bit.
Missile cavalry at your command. Fill the sky.
Not going to bother shooting the Sparabara because they have big old huge shields. Do you know what? I am actually totally content to just sit back and use my missiles if they're going to let me. That's one nice thing about these guys, is their range is higher than a standard archer. These horse archers are pretty good. Go ahead and speed this up a little bit. Okay, those guys are damaged plenty. Let's change targets here. Starting to get a little bit of movement. Okay, they're very heavy missile cav, so maybe it would be good to use my ammunition on their general. He might be a bit of a pain to chase down later. Okay, let's go ahead and pull back real quick and see what they do. That is about the slowest retreat I have ever seen. Okay, their general is going to take a long time to break, so any shots I can get on him now would be great. Now, are they reforming or are they charging? I'm hesitant to have these guys fire at will just because I don't want them wasting their ammunition on the wrong targets. Can maybe hit the Sparabara a little bit here in the flank. It is their left flank, so it's not as good as shooting the other side, but you know, at least it's something. Get a little bit of damage in there. Okay, while the AI is jumbled and confused, let's charge.
Our general is under attack. Riders, advance!
Just keeping this flank back for now because they do have an apparent advantage. Okay, all of you guys stop. They're charging. Don't fire at will. Try and brace. I was not expecting that. So we'll send the cavalry in, or the cavalry, the spears in to try and help and deal with that. Okay, these guys can fire at will. Now that the cavalry is pulling back, gotta pull the general back here a little bit.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay, if they're coming in for another go, let's just hold our position and try and brace. Horse archers have dealt with one. Let's move on to the next. I hate when the enemy goes cav heavy. Oh my goodness, they are decimating my guys in the center. Okay, let's move some spears back over to the middle just to help out, because things are getting a bit wild. Let's try and get a quick charge on the general here. Time to get my general into the action. You know what? Change targets, hit that unit of cav. while we can.
Are your orders?
Okay, well, this got really messy really fast. But that's pretty normal for battles with me at this point. These guys won't last too much longer. I'll go ahead and put the horse archers on fire at will just in case they can get any extra kills in there. You guys go pin that unit in place, and we'll use the cavalry on the flank there. Okay, they have an advantage over here in terms of numbers, so I need to go over and deal with that real soon. These guys should probably pull back out of that engagement. Try and get the general through here. Chase down their general. He should run away, I think. But I just might be able to catch him. Now, I don't know if I need to chase down any of their units, or if I can just like leave, because sometimes it seems like the enemy gets away even though they lost after retreating, and you're supposed to only be able to retreat once in one turn. But I don't know. Okay, get the horse archers back here. These guys can go ahead and just hang out and stay still for a minute. Try and give some individual orders here, just to see if we can clean up as many of them as possible. Enemy general dying is great. That unit's still holding on. Alright, there we go. So, do I need to run them down? Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to just press the fire at will toggle. Alright, well, we should still get rid of most of them. Yeah, we still ended up getting rid of most of them. This unit took a bit of a beating. They're the ones that ate the cav charges, but fortunately they have enough veterancy that their morale held. If that was a fresh unit of recruits, or a unit of fresh recruits, they probably would have broken by then. And that would have left my center wide open, which obviously would have been a bad thing. But as always, the horse archers carried the day. These Galatian spears have impressed me. Because I didn't think they were a particularly good unit, but they seem to get a lot of kills every time they fight. Okay, just get rid of the army. They shouldn't be able to retreat, because they already retreated once. That doesn't make sense to me. Can I chase them any further? No. But that army is no longer a threat. So we can turn our efforts towards Ganzak. Alright, now let's see. I've got these. This army needs to be just good at field battles. I could give them just an outright damage boost. Yeah, that sounds good.
We fight for you, my lord. Ready for battle.
Alright, so I think we are good up here. Let's see what else I can do. Can't make that attack because one of their armies is over here. I can play a little bit defensive though, and with a garrison, I'm pretty confident this army, I can take them on. But if I'm obviously outnumbered, I don't think I have much of a chance. Mainly my strategy right now is keep this army on the defensive and just roll down from the north with the other three.
Many faces. How can I serve you, my lord? At your service. At your command.
All of the armies have deployed as needed. Soon I will hopefully be able to disbandle this army just to reduce my global logistics cost a little bit. As far as construction, about the only thing I can do is this. And getting this up to level 2 is a must because I need to be ready for some sieges soon. Alright, let's check out loyalty. Loyalty's fine. Oh, I need to reduce my taxes soon as well. I don't remember whether I did that last... Oh, I don't need to reduce my taxes. I assumed because this guy's loyalty was only 3 that my taxes were still high. Alright, so this guy's being annoying. Let's go ahead and let him get married. We'll send his spouse off to organize games somewhere just so we don't have to deal with the loyalty issues. Kind of annoys me that this army got away. Because I'm pretty sure in vanilla Rome 2, when you attack an army and they fall back, and then you pursue them that same turn, they get wiped out if they don't win. That's how it's supposed to work. Okay, these guys want peace because I just reduced their military by an enormous amount in that turn.
We are much alike, and so...
Non-aggression to my south could be a good idea. Let's go for it. I should have probably tried to get some money out of that, but it'll be okay. Alright, now what I'm expecting to be up against over here is a bunch of spears. So I don't want to bring my cav heavy army, especially because they just got in a pretty big fight, so I'm actually going to send them this way. They can chase down this army, get rid of it. I almost just auto-resolved that, that would have been sad. I keep forgetting that this is a campaign where I'm trying to play every battle. But I'll send this army to chase off these guys and then spend a couple of turns replenishing. I'll send the other army with all of its healthy Thoreo spears to help take out the next city.
Fix formation. As you wish.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Oh, they went all the way up there. We could probably just deal with this with the horse archers. Definitely no need to bring the garrison. That's a big old garrison.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Try and have everyone target their general first, just because it's the higher damage potential unit.
Forward! We will darken the skies. We are at your command. You have our spears. Missile cavalry. Spearmen ready for battle. Yes, my lord. Our orders. Orders, my lord. We are at your command. We await your orders. Spears! Warriors, move out! Missiles at your command!
The enemy general is dead.
Spears! Archers!
Just go ahead and let this play out however it will.
As you wish!
Send one unit down here just to make sure these guys get run down. We don't have any nonsense like the last battle. Alright. Now, I don't think I have time to play a battle with 2 armies versus 2 armies. So I may have to leave that for the beginning of the next episode. And that would mean this is a super short one. But sometimes that's how it goes. Anyway, we will find out shortly. I'll try and get some other things done first. Let's see. I don't want this army to get too far away from my eastern front. There's not a road through here, so I think I would rather have them come up this direction.
March! Gathering supplies, we fight for you, my lord. We fight for you, my
Now, what kind of movement range do these guys have? I'm just trying to plan, because if I lay siege, I don't want to be hitting them from 2 different directions. These guys can only just make it to the city, so I think I will have them initiate the siege. It's obviously massively in favor of the enemy. But then these guys can run around over here. And that way I can reinforce myself from a good angle. Let me see if there's anything else I can get done before I end this episode, because I'm definitely not going to have time to finish that. Okay, public order is actually remarkably bad in my capital. Why is that? Not quite sure. I'm going to need an herbalist soon so I can, 1, manage the sanitation, and 2, get some public order going again. But it looks like everything else is pretty much taken care of. Public order over here looks fantastic. How much of that is coming from this army? 13. Alright, well, I don't dare disband this.
For battle.
Well, at least not just yet. Now, what construction can I actually do here? We're gonna need more food. Got a whole bunch of food coming in with that building. Public order's okay, so let's get some more food with a fishing dock. And I don't think we're quite ready to upgrade that, because public order is still not great, and that's with an extra 6 coming from this edict. But alright, there we have it. Let's check the royal family real quick, make sure everything's good here. I can send her off to do another mission, and as soon as I get her up to here, we get the -1 empire maintenance cost. So I'll go ahead and do that now. I'll go for a trade settlement here just to see what happens. Alright, and then coming up is... Will this be the biggest battle I've fought in this campaign so far? I don't know, I can't remember. But it's a pretty big battle, so I hope you guys are looking forward to watching it. I'm sure looking forward to playing it. I just wish I had more time too. And anyway, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one.